We got the hot seat match just about to start up. Gonna be a great matchup here. Both of these gentlemen play strong, have a high pool IQ of finding patterns that are a little bit asymmetrical and playing some really good safeties. Gonna see a good battle on this one. Looks like Javier won the lag and is to break first. Looks like moving the rack had a little movement. They were talking it out. Pretty awkward opener to this set. I think he's calling the cross bank. Bank pool player, cross it, cue ball. Kind of a two-way potential on that shot. Looks like he was playing it in a way to maybe play the safe on the two. And at the speed to give it the best chance to cross that bank. Very thin back cut. Not sure if he can draw out of the corner pocket. See what he can come with. Looks like it found the tight window between the 6 and the 3. William laying down a great stroke shot. Absolute ball in hand position if the 2 does indeed go by the 7. apologies, this is Javier at the table. Did not appear to go by that 7 ball. Went for the crossover bank. Working the cue ball around. Kind of found himself a little bit on the 50-yard line. I think ideally thinning this ball, kind of coming into this 6 and 7, trying to find or manufacturing an opening. Could try and pocket it in the upper left-hand corner and kind of stun your cue ball over. I feel like that has a little bit of two-way potential. Drills it, just clipped the 6 though. I think still goes into the side pocket. I think he'll likely play just a touch of bottom, just missing the 10, coming back out. Didn't want to play close to it, achieve the same result. Came out a little bit short. Just drawing a line of centers, saying might be straight enough just to draw straight back. I think if he can get underneath of the straight in line. Nice. Uses the 10 to hold up his cue. I think he's got just enough angle to work with to create a little bit of distance away from the 7 ball. Very nice. Stop, draw back out, put the first game into the record books. So easy to talk about from my couch. Here's my prediction. Keep myself entertained. That's close. He's perfect. Spending a little bit of time on this 10, really wants to make sure he's comfortable. Hot seat matches. Got a little bit of a wait. I think the room is quite busy and full, so I don't think that they've had much of an opportunity to be hitting balls as they've waited these several hours. William able to capitalize on that out opportunity. William to break. Score is 1 William, 0 Javier. Someone walking right by the table as he's down to break. Uh-oh. Really tough kick here if he can't get under. Ooh, able to twist it. Is it gonna get weird? It is gonna get weird. I think the 9-ball plays really big for thinning off of it and trying to get underneath some cover. I think he would ideally like to just clear the 9. But I just don't think that's available. So you can put it above the 9, duck and cover, success. Made that look easy, but just getting enough fade there was nicely handled. Just kind of visualizing the angle he has to work with. I think he's got to play this with quite a bit of outside, trying to flick into it, play at the right speed to open it up. Gets the double kiss. Might have to go at the 410, even though, depending on how close it is, if it's even available. It's a pretty thin hit. I think the 4-ball's got to be cut. Yeah. So he's cutting it along this angle here from what he was just looking at. I don't think it's where you can kind of play a two-way here. I don't think the 10 has enough energy transferred to it, unless you just go pure safe. William playing another really nice safety shot, working his way through the complexities of this rack. Six-ball might cut down the options at the side rail. Might have to do a little English to shorten this up. We'll see. Solid contact, making some distance. Could slow roll this in and try and get into the 9-ball. Coming along this line. Just because it's such a tight positional play. I think that's the only thing you can do. Might have to play a tiny bit of inside, but I think it's pretty natural just to roll this ball true. He's elevating up a little bit. Just electing to play safe. Really nice speed control, distance, center of the table. Gonna have to jump from here. Gotta clear both edges of this 6-9. Come into it. 7 ball is hanging by the pocket, depending on how close it is to that knuckle. If it's plays to a big pocket, or if it's a very small way. Javier to jump. What's up, Marcello? Heard some feedback from Patrick Nix in his match against Will that he played some very lock-up safeties, and we are seeing that in this set as well. If he does not update the score on the tablet after this rack, I will message Dylan and make sure that that's dialed in. I think he's just going to stop the ball here. Yeah. Really like the time that he's spending seeing the weight of this match. I think he may have just got there. Really nicely handled there. About a tip of left hand English to the clear out to the 10. You see him just play pretty much a stun shot. Got a huge window of availability for the 10 ball. Put a few more tips of outside to really open up that angle, stay in a nice close range. Takes it down. Game number 2. Update with the bracket. Drew and Martine are battling it out on the B side. It is currently hill-hill. I do not know what's going on, but just taking a look at the bracket while we're waiting for him to rack. Shout out to Dylan. All of his efforts hanging out here all day, putting all the promotional things, the connections together with the MOB productions to give these players a chance to be able to go down to Vegas and play in a $1,000 entry with $600 also in side pots. Also very thankful of Silver Star Saloon opening up their venue to allow this tournament to take place. They're also joining the EvoSports community. Patrick Nix is going to be installing 2 tables. So if you're looking to stream your matches and need some commentary, Silver Star is going to have you taken care of. You can reach out to Patrick Nix, myself, or Dylan if you would like some commentary on a featured match. We'll see what we can work out between us and our commentator group. We'll post it in the chat and see if we can't get somebody to entertain themselves while you shoot for a while. I love it. Planned on cross bank, maybe? Really got to pinch this one. Drills it. Finds the window. Woof. Oh. Twice today I've seen a fantastic shot that was not called. Or was trying to go for something else. Check in with the chat. I'm responding to a few messages. Marcello, yes, Will is a very solid player. Marcello is too high to be playing in this tournament, and he says that he's playing even with Will and says that he's a tough cookie to crumble. Definitely have seen that from the few matches that I've watched today. John Tell in the chat. I do believe John Tell had a very long day today. I think he had to work some this morning in Medford, Oregon, and then drive up from 4 a.m. in the morning and then try and play all day. Had a really nice, strong showing. I believe he got 7th, 8th. Thanks for tuning into the chat. Javier's doing what he does best and running out from here. Walking around the table like it's all wide open season. This is a little bit touchy. I like the decision. Plays a good speed control. Gets above the shot line, so it's fading above the 7. Did have a little bit of technical issues earlier. We had our tech crew out playing their own tournament. They are now keeping an eye on things and making sure this hot seat match goes well, and Javier is looking with this 10 ball to get on the board. Got action. Marcello, if you're still in the chat, are you going to be playing an Ox for Sacred Wong's 10 ball open, no early 10s? I think that's my next Seattle bound, and I always like seeing you. See if you happen to be around. dry break. Looks like everything's got an available pocket. Well, speak of the devil. He's practicing 10 ball right now, and he's going to play that. We'll have to talk. I think I still owe you 20 bucks. Can't recall if we ever squared up. That was a good while back, and I haven't seen you. A little swerve shot, gets around it. I think he gets coverage. Not sure if it's full ball, but even if he's got an edge of it, I don't think that there's much you can do with the left-hand edge of that from his perspective. Going airborne. Doesn't look like he gives up the potting angle. Maybe so. Nope, little Massey swerve shot here. He has enough speed to clear the 2. Gets around it. Gives a return. Safety. Kicking underneath of this with the 2 and the 8, it's hard to get a return safe. Kind of like kicking short and letting it kind of open wide. Trying to get the cue ball to go up near the 10 ball. But he's got a much better. Testing. Got booted out, making sure I can be heard. As long as you don't wire up that 1-7, I do like the play. Looks like it did line up where the combo is available with a 3-5-6. Got to get resolved in some format. Looking to play the 2 potentially in the side pocket. The 9 ball wasn't there. I would think that he is likely to attack at this cluster down here. But with this angle, he may be able to come underneath and chip the 3 out from the bottom side, coming this way. Everybody making a good show at trying to pocket the ball when they really don't want to deal with the problem that's coming. I don't think that that's their intention, but sometimes subconsciously we kind of just say, I don't really want to make this ball. 3-6 combo is definitely not guaranteed. Seeing if that 10 ball is lined up in a funnel over there. 6 ball looks a little high. I think if the 6 ball was like 3/8 of an inch to a 1/2 an inch lower, if he could just hit any edge of that 10 ball with a 3, it would be almost locked up. But there is a couple of different ways that the 10 jaws up here. It is if you can just clip that 10. Didn't even take that on. Played a nice 3-6 combo though. Sizing up, clipping off of the 5 for the 10 if that's a feasible shot, because I don't think the 5 goes by the 10. Otherwise, don't think he would be looking at it in that way. He's got to draw up to get a line on the 4. Clever. 4 ball is very available, don't need to get that close to it, and solved his problem there. Needs to fade the 8. Oh, going that route. What a stroke. If he can combo this 5-10, it'll make it 3-1 in favor of William. Well negotiated rack. A lot of little creative play there from William. Love to see that. Looks to be a dry break. Easy access at the 1 with no pocket. Don't know how much clearance. He's gesturing at something. Yeah. He was thinking he could just catch that knuckle. That was the first instinct I had, is if you could glance off of that and get to the long rail. Use the 5 for coverage, but that pocket played very large. Easy to say now. Marcello is getting set up to jump in the mic commentator studio with me. That'll be fun. Haven't had a chance to commentate with him yet. Or if he can play with inside and come underneath of the 8 slightly. Beautiful. Little thin and hard to access this 3 ball for a right-hander. Your body kind of gets in the way of positioning. Unless you can throw your hip up onto the Well, I was a little disappointed by how that turned out, but if that 6-7 is wired, might not be too terrible. Stop shot here and close to it. I'm loving the Santa sweatshirt in the table next to us. I don't think Will feels the same because it's slowing down his rhythm a bit. Pretty close to his work, so he's able to figure out exactly how he wants to interact with this 6-7 combo. Looks pretty wired. Play some draw, maybe get the 6 ball to track forward a little bit. Was wired. He was hoping the 6 ball would track forward, but the bottom didn't transfer the top that he was hoping for, so he's left with a about as tough of a shot as you can have on a 7-foot table. But he's looking at the cross bank. These are tough to not double kiss, but I think he's got enough angle on it where the cue ball, I think you got to play this one with a little bit more speed. Let the 6 ball compress the rail. Bend. Yeah, he's looking at it, but if you play it with enough top, it's going to kind of track right towards the pocket and then bend in. A lot to work out on this shot. Likes to try and get some cover. Duck and cover he achieves. That was a very, excuse me, very tight safety. He may have actually been trying just to get the 6 ball up into this area. Catching the 10 and getting partial coverage is definitely not upsetting. I think had that ball stopped near the rail and the 6 ball staying just a little bit further, it would have definitely been for sure not to take anything on, but I think he's playing the safety here. I don't think you go for the cut here, do you? No. Man, Will is playing some nice safeties. Gonna be tough to beat a guy who's shooting that strong and playing those lockup safes. Sticking you in tight spots and capitalizing on every opportunity. Not Oh, ho, 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 ho. That was unnecessary roughness on the cue ball there. Made a good solid attempt at the soft two railer, where if you don't make it, you create some distance and have chance at coverage, and it finds itself straight in the drink. I think he found himself just a little bit with a negative angle here, where it's not enough to roll down and back up. Depending on how much it is, he may be able to draw back out along that line. Goes straight up and back. No hanger here. Got to be a little careful. If you pinch this ball just right with the right speed, tracks straight out here and then bends towards this corner pocket. I think this is one that you got to play either very slow rolling speed or a little bit firmer of a stroke. If you play a medium smooth stroke, it's heading right towards that corner. See which direction he kind of goes. Oh yeah, he had plenty to work with there. Let's check in with the bracket and see who won over Martine and Drew. Looks like Martine came away with the Hill win. Him and Jason. Martine and Jason are playing the fourth place matchup. So the winner of Jason and Martine will play the loser of this matchup. Sorry, I was looking at the bracket. Looks like a ball or two was made on the break. Feel like back cutting this one ball might be able to get into the 4 ball. Playing safe. Doesn't feel comfortable getting into the 4. Looks like he went to play the triple combo there, and somehow the 4 ball works its way behind the 6. So giving the option to William. William slicing it in, coming around 3 rails. Looking like a available rack now, connecting the dots. 7 in the side, 8 in the bottom left. Depending on how you get on the 9, either in the side or in the corner. Just gotta... Came up just a little bit thin on this. Gonna have to either slow roll it in or come down to the bottom rail and out. Looks like he wanted to avoid that 10 ball, was trying to play a tight gap between the 10 and the 9 and just caught the 10. Nice shot. Wow. That was a tight line to go into that pocket. With this 10 ball, 5-1 advantage to William. Racking. Let's see what the score is on Martine and Jason. Martine's up 2-1. Nothing finds gravity. Really awkward opener. JAVIER. I like playing safe. Sending the 1 ball. Looks like he's taking on the back cut. No. Oh yeah, he did take on the back cut. Caught the far edge of the pocket. Gets elevated over the 9 and the 7. Calling the 5 ball. Gotta play the 5 ball into the long rail. That's a good opportunity to solve this 7, 9, 10 area if it's not wired up. The fact he's not messing with it makes me think that that 7, 9 is dead. Gets pretty straight on this 5 ball. We can cheat a little bit. Yeah. Did not work out too terrible, but at the same time, doesn't lend to. I don't think he can follow through and get underneath of that 10 at all. At first glance, I was thinking he could catch the 10 kind of underneath full and with the 7 track forward. We'll see. Playing safe. Had a good line, but a little bit too much speed created some separation where there is a chance that he can slice us in, come back up, but likely to play a safety here. Flicked into the 8, but just didn't get enough out of it. Oof, not to worry. Just bank your way out. Nicely handled there by JAVIER. Martine and Jason are at 2-2. No way. From this line into the side pocket. Brutal. Lots of congestion in the center of the table. But I think once he can pocket the 1 in a way to get comfortably on the 2, things open up pretty dramatically. Really appreciate our technical guys in the background working out the issue of whatever was causing the freezing. He's monitoring now, and so far it's smooth sailing. Really tough being completely tree-topped over this ball. It's a little rub off of the 6. Man, I feel like that's very thin. Almost looks like you're having to cut it along this line. Cue ball is going to be tracking towards the 10. But it's difficult to see exactly what he's looking at. Pretty sure he was looking at playing that into the point, because the angle he looked at last there was nowhere near what appeared to be the potting angle. I think if Javier cannot see an edge, you can elevate up with a little bit of bottom left and swerve around. Wow. Really strong shot there, no reward. I think you should be able this to draw straight back up for the 5 ball. If not, roll forward. Yep. Tight window. Get an ideal on this 6 ball, stopping it. Cue ball is going to be kind of fading a good distance away from the 7. I think stopping it leads the highest percentage of pocketing, but stun it over and get perfect. Marcello keeps tempting us with his presence. Pretty natural, rolling up onto the 9 and a large area on the 10. Just got to really bear down on pocketing this ball. He's gonna stun up, I bet. He got even better than my drawing. William putting out a very strong performance. First to the hill, breaking. Question is Marcello gonna join in time? Oh, see the emblem loaded. Can you hear me, Marcello? Gets really good contact, creating a lot of distance, and comes clear back around and finds the coverage of that cluster. I'm going to try and reload and see if I can hear Marcello. All right, William with ball in hand. See if he can work out this rack to secure the hot seat. 610 needs a little bit of manufacturing. I hear sounds.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
You
You've been tantalizing me with your presence for 20 minutes.
How are you doing, Trevor? I'm ready by the last couple of games.
You just...
Yeah, but Patrick and I were trying to address some technical difficulties. We getting me started as a commentator, but in defense of EvoSports, I also asked him like 10 minutes ago, so I didn't have high expectations of it working so quick. So it's actually pretty impressive that I'm here.
Yeah, no, these guys are great folks to work with. They're definitely doing their due diligence and working magic that I know nothing about. Man, Will plays some very, very good cue ball and object ball speed.
Will is a very tough player, especially his defensive game is very advanced and he kicks very well. I'd say that. I play with him pretty regularly, and he's not easy to beat. I'll tell you that much.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, so uh, and I'm definitely biased here. I'm on Will's team in this match, but I love Javier also. Yeah, yeah,
Got Justin and Patrick saying hello in the chat. You just wanted to get in just in time to see the potential of your buddy here to run these 4 balls to secure the hot seat. Looks like he's in great position to do so. Hope to commentate more with you. If you're gonna be staying up, I don't know if they're getting close to closing tonight, so this
yeah. I've heard from somebody else that they want to push the finals to tomorrow, but I don't know. No, I don't have direct information, and I'm just watching from home. So
gotcha. Yeah,
I just got back today from a trip to San Diego. I was there for a wedding, so I just jumped in on the fly right now.
nice. Well, I'm sure glad to have you, because solo commentating is a monologue where I don't, especially if I don't have a chat to interact with, I just get into calling out shots, because otherwise it's just me breathing into the mic.
Well, Wheeler's looking solid here.
Looking real solid. This 10 ball to secure the hot seat. Some great outs, really creative outs, kind of working out through problems, and a lot of great safety play. And that 10